Marketability, and when these three men are in a room together, the boxing world stands up and take notice. And today is no different because we're here for a game-changing announcement. Your Excellency, can you tell us a little bit more about where this incredible idea?
You know, we have in the 1st of June the fight and disputed between Bubble and Arthur. In the same card, there is a historical story between these two guys and these two family. And now we will announce about big card with 5 fights to choose. Frank will choose 2 fight weight, and Eddie will choose 2 fight as a secret. And me, I will choose 1 fight. And they also will choose one of this fight to be captain with 2 points. Each fight with 1 point, and the captain match fight is with 2 points. And it will be announced in the conference in London, not now, with surprise. No one will know about each fighter. They will know only about the weight and make them ready.
It's only right. It's a 5v5. Like Your Excellency said, you have to pick your best 5 and you have to pick a captain. Each fight will be worth 1 point and the captain's fight will be worth 2. So Frank, without further ado, I would like to ask you, which weight are you going to pick to be part of this historic, game-changing, never seen before 5v5 tournament against 2 of the juggernauts of boxing?
The weight, heavyweight division.
Tell us a bit about why you've chosen the heavyweight division. You feel strong there?
We're very strong. Queensbury is very, very strong in the heavyweight division. There's no doubt about that. And I just feel we've got the best heavyweight in the world. It's the lineal heavyweight champion. It won't be him in this.
I was going to say, we'll be seeing Eddie on. There's a couple of sweat beats going down.
But we will give a big plug for the big fights happening on the 18th of May. But we have a great, great roster of heavyweight fighters. And it'll be one of ours.
It's already very, very juicy. Eddie, I'm going to give you the chance to respond, to retort to Frank. Which weight are you picking?
I'm going with the slightly smaller boys. I'm going with the featherweight division.
Interesting.
And we have a number of champions in the featherweight division, have done historically for the last few years. Like Frank, I feel like we're very, very strong at 126 pounds and are confident that is going to be one on the scoreboard for Matchroom.
The second weight that you'll be choosing?
Traditionally, the British middleweight division is the division. So it's going to be the middleweights.
The middleweight division, it is. Eddie, a final choice for you.
Another fantastic division for British boxing. And we're gonna roll the dice with 175 pounds, the light heavyweight division, hoping for a big domestic matchup.
And finally, we're going to find out who really is the best in Britain. This is game changing. It's never been seen before. I think if you'd have asked your dad, would you ever have pitted your fighters against Frank? Would he have said yes? Would he have believed that this could happen?
I think the only way that this could have ever happened, genuinely, is because of this man.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
There is no way that he would have brought boxing together like this. However many years Frank and I would last in this sport, we probably would never have spoken. And now you're about to get, as you said, a game-changing event on June 1st.
And it is not only about money. It is not about money.
Prestige.
It's prestige and the connection. There is a lot of country have a lot of money. It is not about money. It is about vision.
Can I just
the
say,
vision of Saudi Arabia.
but we have also been told by yourself, he said that we're delighted to bring you together as friends, but not on June the 1st.
Yeah.
He said to build up the press conference. No.
It is impossible for us not to have the utmost rivalry on that day. There's a lot on this.
Oh, we know this is going to stoke up old fire.
Who's going to get the bragging rights? And also, we're going to have a big bet.
Okay.
We'll have a big bet. And I'm going to pick the restaurant.
We'll see. The stakes are high. They couldn't get any higher. And your vision has changed the face of boxing. Who would have thought these two juggernauts, these giants of the game, would be putting their fighters together?
It is not only my vision. It is MBS and the vision of Kingdom of Saudi Arabia about everything in the world. I am here as a servant in my country to our people and to the MBS, to my leader, to the king and the crown prince. God bless them. I will choose now.
Okay.
Number 5. But
Please.
before I want to announce important things, I talk and discuss and thinking and studying now. with Frank and Eddie to do something huge in Wembley in London in the third quarter as a commercial for Riyadh season. We are discussing this, and we think in the couple weeks we will reach point, inshallah.
Every time you guys get into a room or you have dinner, there is another incredible announcement that is reshaping the world of boxing.
The truth is, every time we get into the room with His Excellency, this happens. I mean, the vision, his love of boxing, his commitment to the sport, Saudi Arabia's commitment to Riyadh season is making all this happen. It's what the fans have always wanted, the world's always wanted. Everybody wants to see these fights, and it's just so good for everybody involved.
Yeah, we will try maybe to do something in London in September as a commercial for Riyadh season. We will discuss for something like this with Silla also, and let's see. For me, number 5, of course, it is the heavyweight.
Oh, not again.
Oh, you are in sin.
Oh, no.
You are in sin.
Can I ask those?
They know I love the heavyweight.
I know, but can I ask, are we allowed to, we have about a week or 2 weeks till, can we draft the heavyweight in? Can we sign it? Can we make a new sign?
You can add any fighters you want as number 5 heavyweight. Not fighter only from Queensberry or Matchroom. They can choose any fighters they will have, and they will do it.
That's
they know.
intriguing.
In your weight class, okay.
I save him.
Now, people, that is the gist of the 5 versus 5, the Queensberry versus Matchroom, the Frank versus Eddie, the Warren versus Hearn. With your excellency, of course, and the stipulations. Let me begin counterpunching. First, I think that it may be a little difficult if you have one guy being the captain and then one fight being 2. And they've decided to pick one. Frank's going with the heavyweights. Eddie's going with the featherweights. And I think the captains, if I'm not mistaken, are getting 2 points. Okay, so if it's 2 points, then we will definitely be, it could be a tie. So Eddie's picking 2, Frank's picking 2, Frank's picking heavyweights as his captain or premier or whatever, which is 2 points. Eddie is picking the smaller guys. So, well, what if his smaller guys are better than Eddie's, and what if Eddie's heavy guys are better than Eddie? And Frank's bigger guys are better than Eddie's bigger guys. What then? So, I mean, it could be that. I think the game changer would be the 5th. He's talking about the heavyweights, and then he's like, you can bring them in. And it's like, okay, he picks one. No. That is that's the end of the year. The UK surprise, basically, because I didn't know about that. So they can make any fight they really want in the UK, in Wembley. Okay, I think this is going to break everything if they get it all. And the first thing I thought of was AJ and Tyson, because see, if Tyson can beat Usyk, he has to be able to beat Usyk though. And we all know if Tyson beats Usyk, he ain't going to fight Usyk again. We already know that. It doesn't matter how that fight will go. If he just gets a decision on Usyk, he's not going to fight Usyk again. Especially if he's offered this opportunity and Turki Al-Sheikh is running the show anyway. He's not going to do that. I just see that. With my eyes closed, I can see that. So that being said, more than likely it'll be AJ and Tyson Fury in Wembley Stadium in September. And see, and see, this is, and they're picking Wembley because they know it doesn't have to be with Matchroom or Queensberry, but that's exactly what it's going to be. That wouldn't make any sense to bring someone else in that's a promoter or promoted by someone else, and those guys are there. That means he should talk and consult with the guys that are promoters, with the guys that they want to bring in. Now, what's going to happen is if Tyson can beat Alexander Usyk, Eddie's going to pick Anthony Joshua. Of course, Tyson is at that point, if he beats Usyk, he's going with Tyson Fury. That's going to be the biggest fight ever. That's it. Bottom line. because he chose them. And he pretty much, if he made that choice, he had those guys in mind in the first place. Because I think Turki Al-Sheikh is hoping Tyson Fury stops Usyk so Tyson can move forward. AJ has already done what he's supposed to do. He has to win again as well, just to keep the status quo. Okay, then they can both show down in Wembley. Because, you know, in Turki Al-Sheikh, he's no fool. He knows, like, well, all of these fights can't be in Wembley, especially when you have the mecca of boxing, which is in the UK, wanting or expecting this fight to happen on British grounds. That's just, that just makes sense. And then, you know, back to the 5 versus 5, though, I like it because these guys don't know who the hell they're fighting. It's like, hey, they're blindfolded almost until they get into the ring, which is hot. Now, the question is, you know, I think the marketability of this is the intrigue of what possibly could happen. See, they could have people thinking they're going to fight, but don't fight at all. You're just going to have to wait and see. Stay tuned. Saudi Arabia, $49 or $39.99 for this 5 versus 5 Queensberry versus Matchroom, which will be big. And the fighters are going to be kind of scatterbrained because they don't know who the hell they're fighting. I think up until like a week before they know they're fighting, because, you know, they have to prepare, which I got mixed feelings about that, honestly, because it's like, okay, well, what the hell do you really do if you're not accustomed to southpaws and they stick you with a southpaw? You know, stuff like that. But other than that, I love the 5 versus 5 deal. I like how Turki Al-Sheikh is changing the game by bringing Eddie and Frank again together. The thing at Wembley, honestly, that cracked it all open for me. I think this is worth discussion. I appreciate the thousands of people that came for my live stream today. It's 5,000, 40 some odd thousand and counting. Check that out. But we will go live tomorrow to discuss the 5 versus 5 Matchroom versus Queensberry on top of the UK showing. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.